This was Noreen Corcoran.
Noreen Corcoran, yeah. And I still see her, and I still love her. And she's, I hate to tell you how old she is. When she started out, she was about, I'd say 12 years old in this area. And she's now in her early 50s. Just shows you how old I am, too. Before we started, we photographed, about 6 or 7 girls, all of whom were very, very good, and all of whom could have played the part that Noreen played, of my niece. And we then ran the film, and curiously enough, Ronald Reagan, who was a friend of ours, he was an actor friend and friend. He was sitting in the back of the house because he was doing General Electric Theater, and he was waiting to get his dailies shown. So we didn't see him. It was dark in the theater, and we went down to watch our dailies to see who we were going to choose to be the girl on the show. And the girls came up one at a time, and they did a little twirl and smiled and said something, and then they would move off and another one would come on. Finally, we did all 7 of them. And we made up our minds right then and there that the one we were going to get was named Green, Helen Green, a sweet, delightful girl, flip girl. And we left the theater. And sitting in the back was Ronald Reagan. And we said, well, we've got her. And he said, you got the wrong girl. We said, what are you talking about, Ronnie? He said, you got the wrong girl. He said, she's a pretty girl, this girl, and she's nice and everything, but you want a girl with freckles and a girl with somewhat fat legs and somebody that looks like a niece and not the Hollywood idea of a niece. And the producer of the show, Freeman, Georgie Freeman, said, oh, come on, Ronnie. We said, oh, come on, come on, that's ridiculous. So we said goodbye to him and we left. And then walking back to the office, we said, you know something? He's got a point there. And I said, yeah, I mean, she's everybody's daughter, you know? Yeah, he said, she is. Well, let's go look at the film again. We looked at the second time, and Reagan was absolutely right. And he was the one that was responsible for putting Noreen Corcoran in.